people thinking? I can't believe it. Hey, Harry, how's it going, man? Can you guys hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? Let me know. I'm going online because I'm seeing all this crap about buyouts and UPS and cheaters and all. Get with it, man. Uh-oh. Rocco, hey, Craig. Somebody broke up with a girlfriend. Are you hurting or are you happy? All right, sound is good. That's good to hear. I thought, hey, man, there's so much shit going on there. Myths, fake news, politics, cheaters. But what's most important, and I keep saying this to you, everyone, you got to take care of yourself. God damn. I got people saying UPS is going to take care of me. It's not going to happen. Okay. 17 viewers. Why aren't you happy? What's going on? You make yourself happy. Is it a career? Is it a relationship? Is it money? Is it family? Is it your kids? Argument. Argument. What do you want to argue for? You know, listen, I used to think about a lot. I wanted to make sure I was looked upon or perceived as a good man, you know, especially my kids. Romania, one of my best friends who passed on in 2004 of cancer at a very young age. He was a Romanian. He was a dude, man. Really great guy. Yeah, Ozzy, I brought that up to a couple of my friends. For a guy that knew how to party, he was only 76. I'm 71, so, you know, you talk about 5 years, but I watch and I like some of his tunes. He was a character, no doubt about it. But you know what? He seemed like a good guy, you know? Seemed like a good guy. He was an honest guy. Okay. Oh, fight. Oh, my God. You got to be a dude, man. You better take care of yourself. You got to. Is it worth it? Is it worth the money? Or is it just that you're competitive? You know what I do? I bowl by myself. I'm not going to get hurt. You don't know what to do. Well, if you did things wrong for the girlfriend, it's very normal to blame yourself. But understand this. I've been through over 40 years. I had I had 2 wives and 2 engagements. And every one of them betrayed me. Okay? Sexually, physically, emotionally, financially. And the divorces, they always got the money anyway. So that hurts. But at the end of the day, I'm a happy camper today. That's their legacy. Understand that. And you know what? Heartbreak happens all the time. Come on. Your first love, high school. It's okay. 16 years old? Cool. You know, it's ironic that I didn't know what Gen Z was. I didn't know what the age spread. And that's kind of cool, man, that younger people are talking to me. It's awesome. Make sure you pick the right horse. Um, okay, a vlogger. Okay. You feel old at 22? Oh, God. Hey, listen, I was 21, 22, 23, married, full time job, workaholic, kids on the way. Enjoy your life, man, but start setting your goals. You need a financial goal, you need an experience goal, you need financial goals. You got to be happy, and the only way you're going to be happy is yourself. Okay. Hey, Lyle. Heart problems, bad, man. You got to pray, and I hope you have a good relationship. Yeah, love is a bitch. Love is a bitch. You know, uh, is it really love? Is it lust? Manipulation? You don't know what's going on. And people get lonely, man. They'll make a shift in a relationship just to see if it's greener on the other side without fucking thinking, you know? Oh, you're going to miss your girlfriend for sure. But, you know, should I say it? You're going to miss the sex, but then you know what? You get over it, you know? Especially if they screwed you over for whatever reason. Because you know what? The truth comes out. Eventually, the truth will come out. And then you're going to look back like I do and go, wow, thank God God gave me a sign. You know what I mean by a sign? God helped me get through trouble. Okay? No doubt. Yeah, Ozzy was a dude. I got Ozzy in my playlist. I'm back from the 70s, so I listen to Led Zeppelin, and you guys are going to laugh. Grand Funk was my first concert. I like all different types of music, but Ozzy, to me, I kind of felt sorry for the guy. He had a show on with his kids and stuff like that, a reality show, and you could see he was failing. I can't believe I thought he was dead years ago. So, you know what? Ozzy was okay, man. He was okay. UPS, USPS. There's a lot going on, man. Wow. Man, it's crushing, man, what's going on. I'm not a professional dater, especially now. I'm very selective because it's very hard to trust anybody, you know, and there's so much cheating going on as we can see. It's bad, man. It's bad. As I keep reminding people, it's when you cheat, and people have said, what's that term? Once a cheater, always a cheater. Do you believe that? I never thought people would cheat because that wasn't in my mind. In my mind, I never thought about cheating. Was I attracted to other women? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, but I fucking wouldn't make a move. I was scared shitless. I'd be scared of my mother, my father, my reputation, my kids, my God, because it never goes away. It's legacy. People will remember that for years. I know people that their grandparents cheated. It never goes away. Stick and stay, I don't believe in that. Stick and stay, it's bound to pay. Got to be careful. Okay. You have to get out? Okay. Battery, man, bad. You have to. You got to protect your family. You got to protect yourself. It's not worth it. And you know what? Either sex. There's good people out there that have been hurt, that have healed, and they find the right person. You know? And I call it picking the right horse. Make sure you pick the right horse, but you got to trust, man. But when somebody betrays you, you have to listen because it may never go away. The first instinct you have, because I've been through it 4 times on betrayal, on being cheated on, you want to go back. That's the first thing you want to do is go back because of the pain that it happened to you and then the fear of, that livelihood. But what about the kids? What about your parents? Oh my God, this is generational shit. And that's the reason why I'm on YouTube is, man, you don't want to go through this shit if you could prevent it. And the younger you are, the better. Because you're going to understand it happens to this is not the movies, man. It's not the movies. There's a couple movies I want you to watch. Way back, Michael Douglas, Fatal Attraction. That's number 1. That happened. That movie came out before I got divorced the first time. What do I think? Oh, that'll never happen to me. You know why I would say it would never happen to me? Because that wasn't my mindset. But don't forget, you could think that things will never happen to you. It's a cliche. I never thought it would happen to me. Well, it happens. There's another movie I watched that I never suspected it would intrigue me. I went to the library, got DVD. The DVD was called with Nicole Kidman. It was 2024. The movie is called Baby Girl. Go see that. Go see it. Because it's basically the dynamics of a cheater and what happens to the family. But don't forget, it's fiction. It's fiction. Guess what? This stuff really happens. So be careful. And you have to prepare for the worst. I'm sorry. I have an attorney that's told me more than once on writing up contracts 30 years ago. He said, Rock, listen, contracts are broken all the time. So you have to write them, draft them up to expect litigation. Today's world, 50 to 80% people go through divorce at least once in their lifetime. What does that mean? Prepare for divorce. Prepare a prenup. Prepare. But you know what? It doesn't matter. If somebody's not going to keep a contract, they're not going to keep a contract. People don't keep their promises. Wow, 14. Holy shit. Boy, I'm really getting down to kids. I have 3 kids, by the way, and I was lucky because I was in my early 30s to discipline them. You know what I mean? I was disciplined with 10 brothers and sisters. My father was like the Marine Corps. People would say that to me, Rock, you guys are like the Marine Corps. Yeah. And you know what the Marine Corps means? Discipline. Discipline. Our faith, we were scared shitless of the 10 Commandments. Yeah. 5 siblings, okay. Just graduated from high school. Magic Johnson. This can't be Magic Johnson. You think Magic has had any betrayals or any cheating or any HIV? Think about it. Hey, listen, 19 years old, never had a date. I know people that their kids didn't go to prom, didn't go or don't drink, don't smoke dope or take drugs. They're so focused on school, but they get in Ivy League schools. And then they're scared that they go away. And guess what? By then, you know what's right and what's wrong. And the big fear is your parents. Your parents you're scared shitless of. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, I think this is the way to go with live for me. Even though I'm putting YouTubes out there and that's the trends, what's going on. Because I'm a business guy, 50 years of being business. I want everybody to be successful. I want my kids to be more successful than me. I want my grandchildren to be more successful than their parents. You see what I mean? Yeah. You know the heartbreak it is when a daughter goes up to a mother. I'm ready to cry and say, Mom, no one asked me out for prom the last 3 years or 2 years or whatever. You know what I mean? Well, so what? The mom's got to be there and teach these kids. And the father, you better start talking about the birds and the bees, Not like my parents. My parents would talk about it, and guess what? We got in trouble too. Sex is a big problem. Drugs, alcohol, and then sex. And what about these colleges? What about the rapes? What about the all the bullshit? The abuse. And I'm talking from a man. I don't want my daughter to be abused. I don't want my boys to abuse women. Come on. Yeah. You don't need a man. You don't need a woman. I'm telling you. I call it the 3 L's, everybody. You know the 3 L's? You're going to lust first. You're going to be horny. You're going to lust first. Then you might fall in love. So I call it the 3 L's. There's lust. Then there's love. And at the end of the day, there's litigation. You know what litigation is? Heartbreak. Even if it's not through the court. And the shame, the fucking abuse. And people don't trust and believe in some of this abuse. Forget the civil action. No one's going to believe you. You got to keep it to yourself. Fuck that shit, man. Yeah, I get a little loud. I get a little passionate about it. Because the younger you are, the more you can be manipulated. That's when you see these older men and women cheat. Especially in corporate America. Politics, celebrities, athletes. It's terrible. Yeah. It's never the same because they'll never forget that you cheated. Either partner. And if the kids know, it's therapy. And let's face it, God forgives. We don't forgive. Seriously. And you can't forget. And when you're in your 70s, if I had cheated, I know what I've done wrong. I know what I regret. That maybe no one else knows. I would be too embarrassed. Stacy. Magic. Yeah. When you don't have God in your life or somebody bigger than you, everybody knows what's happening with the CEO and this HR person. You know what I look at? I say, hey, they deserved each other. Seriously. And thank God the spouses found out the way they did. And you know what? This is Chad. I hope I'm back. Sometimes it goes in and out. Um, the other issue is I would even consider changing my last name if I were that upset with the father and the mother or whatever happened. I was embarrassed that I was cheated on, but I didn't know I was cheated on for months after. But not only that, once you cheat, you might as well say, okay, I cheated. You know what? Civil court doesn't give a shit. I ended up going to trial and I still got fucked. I got fucked over emotionally, sexually, financially. That's the real burn, is when you get killed or extracted of your wealth and you built something and you want it to go to your kids. Yeah. Stacy, thanks, Stacy. Yeah. You acknowledge it. You're accountable. That's the best thing you should do. Bill Clinton, he should have just fucking said it. You know? What about Obama now? What's going on? And I don't want to talk about politics. I'm just talking about the conspiracies and people that we idolized, which is bullshit. You idolize God. You're God. I used to idolize my parents, and I realized they're human after a few mistakes. And I go, hold it, man. I'm okay. I respect my parents, you know? No, I'm a Minnesota guy. Boston? No, I'm a Yankee fan, man. In fact, the Boston Red Sox they're gaining ground. There's an 11-year-old. Hey, I hope I teach you the right things, kid. Yeah. What do I say about God? God has given me a beautiful life. And this is my purpose now. I'm an old man, but I've been through a lot of shit, man. And I don't want you to go through this shit, especially social media now, because it's all out there. The temptation is unbelievable for you young kids. And I was a divorced single man, and I had 3 kids, and I would have to tell my kids as they entered school, my birds and the bees is, listen, kids, especially boys, listen, I got the same temptation you got. Drugs, alcohol, women. Yeah. Wake up. And I want them to tell their kids, wake up. Yeah, everybody's got feelings. And so do I. Jesus. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. How you doing, Ebenezer? Okay. Everybody high. Don't do drugs. Don't be an idiot. If you're a parent, you're a role model. Get it? Look at these people cheating in broad daylight. What do their parents, or what do these kids think of their parents? Some of the kids are more mature than the fucking parents. Oh, yeah, language. Yeah. You know what's funny? That's business talk to me. Guys always locker room shit, okay? Now my sister, when she calls me, I could hear her swearing. And I don't let her know. I am so proud of her. She uses the F-bombs. My boys don't use the F-bombs around me, you know? It's kind of funny. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. That's my role now, is to let's rock and roll. That name, my name is Rock. That's my birth name. Don't you think my mother named me right? and she fought for me. The priest did not want to marry me because the priest did not believe there was a Saint Roch in the Catholic Church. And there is. August 16th. Look it up. Saint Roch and what he's known for. And you know what? He's a patron saint all over Italy. He's huge, even though he was born in France. But here's the deal. Saint Roch is the patron saint of bachelors. I was always meant to be a bachelor. But I didn't know. I was too lustful. Yeah, let's not talk about Diddy. I don't know that whole story. And you know what? I don't want to give people like that attention. I don't want to give, what's his name? Diddy and Clinton. And soon as you breach the morality of good people in the church, I shouldn't say the church, in God, you're down. To me, no more. I don't trust you. You're out. How old am I? I'm 71. I'll be 72. I look like a fly? I'm in Florida. I'm in the car. Superfly. Okay. Superfly, you must be a little bit older. That movie. It's a good tune, too. Yeah, R. Kelly. Now, when you start talking about R. Kelly and Diddy and all, that's way, way, way out of my league. Crosby, Bill Crosby. How about these, I don't even know their names. How many cheaters are out there? How many people have gone through all these marriages? It's not worth our time, everybody. Yeah. Hey, listen. Yeah, people have said I don't look 72. Yeah, I know. I look much younger. Thank you. You know why? Single is good. I feed myself. I exercise myself. I have goals to take care of my father will be 100 in a few months. Yeah. Yeah, the Crosby Show, man. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, somebody says I look 76. I've been told you look like grandpa. I'm like, yeah, I am a grandpa. Yeah, Coldplay. I didn't know who Coldplay was. But when I saw it on TikTok, I went, holy shit. Guess the first thing I thought about? I thought about, what school did this guy go to? And then I started thinking, oh my God, this guy just ruined his reputation, his life, his family. How many times did he cheat? We don't know. Did he have a prenup? When he resigned, he was forced to resign because they have contracts at that level. And he went to Princeton. Graduated from Princeton. He's only got a 4-year degree. He's a fundraiser. He's a sales guy who got above himself and followed this chick who's older than him. And she's been body count 3 in the last 6 years. They call it a strategic relationship. That's about money. Go beyond gold diggers, man. This is big money, but the privately held organization, they fucked up by hiring a guy like this. They should have known. They call it due diligence. Do your due diligence. Romanian music, I don't know much about it. I'm 50% Italian, 50% Polish, so I listen to more traditional Italian. Mafia music, well, there's stereotypes. I was never in the mafia. I don't consider myself a criminal. I consider myself a lover and not very good at it. Hey, thanks for the compliment. Yeah, no, I've heard that. Women leave for other women. Yeah, that happens. And you know what? Women with women is the highest divorce rate. It's higher than heterosexual divorces. And gay men are least amount of divorces. And by the way, what's gay mean? Happy. You get a woman involved, expect litigation, you know? Listen, I have 3 children, 2 boys and a girl. And the girl was much more difficult than my 2 boys. Why? Because I'm a male, so I knew what to do, what they're thinking, how to kick them in the ass, and put the fear of God in them. You know? Daughters had no clue. Had no clue. I looked at my sisters today. They're the boss. How do I make money on YouTube? Oh my God. If you're going to try to make money on YouTube, it's called monetization. It's a strategic plan. It's investment. It's takes a lot of time. I have an editor. I have a graphic artist. I have a team. But you know what my value is 50 years of experience, 71 years of experience. So I bring something different that no one else has experienced than me, okay? And I'm not, even though I've been a consultant and a coach all my life, I'm not a good teacher because I have high expectations. And I kick the shit out of people, you know? I'm old school coaches. You know, you're all too young. You probably don't know this name. Bill Parcells, Lou Holtz, who's another disciplinarian, Bobby Knight, George Steinbrenner is an owner, L. Davis is an owner. Those are the guys that I looked up to and said, you know, you got to push people to excel. You got to push them. That's why they have coaches. That's why they have general managers. They're picking the selection. But then you look at the owner. What is the owner thinking? Is it all about money, or is it, I want to win? And that's what I want you people to do. So go back to YouTube. 90% of people quit YouTube or more in the first 6 months. Yeah. Visit Romania? No, I wouldn't do that. How come gay divorce? I don't know. Just look it up. They might get along, or maybe there's no woman involved. Yeah. Bobby Knight, who's your daddy? Now, Craig, you know who Bobby Knight is. I call my bowling coach. His name is Dan, but he is on me. Like, what are you, stupid? I said, okay, Bobby. Okay, I get it. But see, I could take a kick in the balls. I can take it. You could tell, right? Yeah, I hear Romania is beautiful. And it's come a long way from the old days, huh? Hasn't it? Yeah. And you know what? I hope that Ukraine and Russia sort this shit out, man. It's not right for the people. It's not right. And there are so many beautiful Russians and Ukrainian people that really love their countries here in the United States. It's, you know, it's unbelievable. We got our own problems too, right? United States, we got our own problems. Yeah. You know, it's awesome that, you know, people are talking to me. That's awesome, man. You must be in shape if you could walk in the mountains. It's a good thing. And being in the environment and appreciating your country, that's why I'm proud of the United States. I'm proud of the United States. And my father and my mother were first-generation Americans. And I give my grandparents a lot of credit for taking the risk to come to the United States, you know? And very poor. Took the risk, man, for a better life. And guess what? It happened. I thank my father about that. Just so you know, I have a book out, my memoir. It's called They Named You Right. It's on LaManna.com. And it's basically about the 5 generations of our family that I'm aware of. I'm an entrepreneur. My son's an entrepreneur. My my father and my grandfather and my great-grandfather. It's beautiful, you know? It's really tough to be an entrepreneur, man. Really tough. You got to give it all. And that's part of my divorces because, you know, I took my career over a family except my children. Once I knew, because that's blood. Your spouse is not blood. And their family is not blood. Okay? No, it's okay to date. Hey, thanks for the respect. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Well, it's going to start raining. That means I'm going to get cut off. But you know what? I think this live is pretty good. Listen to my shorts. Listen, that's more or less, I write a lot, you know, and prepare myself. But I think live is even better because I could communicate. I could hear what people are talking about. And what I've learned in the last couple of lives is the youth that's coming on board. Thank you, the youth. Because Bill Parcell, man, cool. Yes, I'm in West Palm Beach, Florida. And this is Trump country. I hope that rain's not bothering you. Let's see here. Going back to the youth that's coming in, because I get data about who's listening to me, the ages and the demographics and so on. And the younger, the better, because a grade school teacher, a friend of mine from grade school became a principal for a grade school, Catholic school, and I had young kids, and he was single. I says, you know, Mark, what can I do? What's the best thing I could do for young kids? The best thing you could do for young kids as you raise them is give them experiences. For example, they want to play hockey, throw them in hockey. They like baseball, show them baseball. Go to a baseball game. They want to dance, bring them to dance. If they, you know what I mean? Besides education, give them what we call experiences. So when you give people experiences, you got to make money. And when you're divorced, you're taking care of 2 homes. So what did I have to do? I lived with a guy for $300 for years in his room. Yeah, I rented, and I was an executive, a business owner and everything because I put everything into my kids. Okay, no, I'm not spam. I'm the real deal. I'm Rock LaManna. And by the way, my name